Amber has a question for you in this next story.
Oh, yeah?
Would you kiss a pig?
Sure.
You'd think about it, wouldn't
What's
you?
in it for me? Huh?
Well, speaking of, a dozen community leaders are competing for that honor, and tonight they enjoyed a face-to-face snuggle with that piglet.
Dolly is just 5 weeks old and was a real trooper at Talon Winery tonight. Dolly stole the show at the Summer Wind Down Kiss a Pig kickoff. The Kiss a Pig candidates are raising money for the American Diabetes Association. It benefits adults and children dealing with diabetes.
We pour money into getting programs for kids to go to diabetes camps in the summer. We pour money into getting more legislation passed so kids are more comfortable in school that have to fight this disease.
The Kiss a Pig fundraising continues until November 14th when a winner is announced and puckers up to kiss Dolly.
On the way now.
A community holds a car and truck show to remember a man and 2 kids killed in a terrible car crash.
Lexington firefighters say a fire that destroyed a home was intentionally set. Who they're looking for in connection to that fire.
University of Kentucky police are putting some precautions in place to make sure tomorrow's big game is a safe one.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening. They say it's a tribute to his passion. Tonight, a Central Kentucky community put together a car show as a way to help raise money for the families of 3 people killed in a crash.
Rusty Johnson, Michael Osland, and Lauren Osland were killed in a crash on US 27 in Nicholasville earlier this month. Garrett Weimer was at that car show. He tells us how the victims are being remembered in our top story at 11.
The sun was shining, and so were the cars that filled up the old drag strip. But this car show wasn't about the trophies or what made the rides so special.
Loved by everybody. I mean, he was kind of hard to kid. He
was one of those goofballs, but if you needed him in a crisis or even just $5, he'd help you out no matter what.
This was for Rusty Johnson and Michael and Lauren Osland.
The outpour's has been awesome. This here, my son would be amazed. He always wanted to turn my truck into a show truck, all right? And I always said we never had the money for it. So even though it's not what he call a show truck, it's here being shown tonight in his honor.
Organizers say the car show is a fitting tribute because cars were Rusty Johnson's passion.
Rusty loved cars. He loved trucks, especially rat rods. So I figured instead of people going out and doing something stupid like burnouts, we could all just get together, look at each other's cars, and pay respect to him that way. So,
I mean, I know he's looking down from somewhere and saying, "All right, Daddy."
They also raised money for funeral expenses and for medical bills as Rachel Osland continues her fight in the hospital. Meanwhile, family members work to heal their emotional wounds.
We got stormy days and good days, you know. Right now is a good day.
In Nicholasville, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Johnson says they plan to hold a memorial service for Rusty's family and friends in Michigan who haven't been able to come down to Kentucky.
Friends, family, and law enforcement from across this country said their final farewells today to a Kentucky State Police trooper murdered in the line of duty. "31-year-old Joseph Cameron Ponder was shot and killed Sunday night after a traffic stop in Lyon County. The man accused of shooting Ponder was killed hours later. Ponder's funeral started at noon in Hardin County, but the procession was so long that it took hours to get from the church to the Kentucky Veterans Cemetery.
The overwhelming support that we have seen from not only this community and the area that he was killed in, but nationwide is really a helpful thing to cope with this loss and the healing process.
Trooper Ponder served in the U.S. Navy before joining the state police. His death is the 3rd line-of-duty death for state police in Kentucky since June.
We have some new information tonight. Lexington firefighters are looking for a man wanted in connection with a fire that destroyed a home. Firefighters tell us they believe the house fire this morning along Leestown Road near Masterson Station was intentionally set, and they're looking for Adam Duff. 2 people were home at the time of that fire. The housekeeper was able to make it out safely. Some people passing by stopped to rescue the homeowner. 2 dogs and a cat died in the fire. We're told a firefighter was also injured, but he has been released from the hospital tonight. 4 people are recovering tonight after a chain reaction crash this afternoon in Scott County. The crash happened on US 62 near Newtown Pike about 3. Deputies say a tractor trailer tried to avoid some cars slowing down but rear-ended one, which caused 2 more cars to be hit. All 4 people that were injured have non-life-threatening injuries. The road was shut down for about a half an hour.
Investigators are looking for a woman wanted for dumping more than 24 dogs along a Clay County road. The Woodstock Animal Foundation in Lexington says 25 dogs were abandoned, but only 17 of them were rescued. Rescuers brought the dogs to Lexington to be looked at. We're told that many of the dogs have some upper respiratory problems, fleas, or worms. Rescuers say about 5 to 6 dogs are still missing. A couple of them were hit by cars. Police believe it was a white woman in a black truck that dumped the dogs, but they have no leads at this point.
New at 11, we are hearing from the Kroger employee that police say helped catch a robbery suspect. Lexington police say around noon today, the man tried to steal a woman's purse outside the Kroger on Richmond Road. The woman refused to give up her purse and was knocked down. Then a Kroger employee started chasing the man through the parking lot and across the street. Police say the suspect tried to get in a car driven by another man, but the Kroger employee and some construction workers were able to block the car from getting away.
It seemed like the right thing to do. I mean, something gets stolen. I mean, I personally have had my home burglarized once, which is a bummer. And, you always can't help but think if somebody, saw it happen, somebody jumped in, so I want to try and do the right thing.
Police arrested the 2 men and charged them with first-degree robbery.
An attorney for one of the Rowan County deputy clerks in Kim Davis's office says that Davis is disobeying a federal judge's order. Deputy Clerk Brian Mason's attorney says Davis has altered marriage license forms by removing her name and the name of the county from the forms and making them invalid. Mason has been issuing marriage licenses. His attorney says Mason's concern is that he does not want to be the person issuing invalid licenses.
A big game tomorrow night for UK as Florida comes to town. The Cats have lost 28 in a row to the Gators, and they are looking to snap that streak.
And if the Cats do get that win, the SEC, the Southeastern Conference, is warning fans, don't rush the field. Kristen Kennedy explains why fans should stay off the field at Commonwealth in a story that's new at 11.
Saturday is going to be one of the biggest home games UK has had in years, and fans say if Kentucky wins, it is going to be very hard to keep them off the field.
It's like a super tight game, I bet, and we win, I bet people will get super excited.
University leaders are hoping that excitement doesn't leave them with a hefty fine. The SEC set up steeper regulations recently, meaning UK could pay up if fans jump down. This time around, they'd be fined $250,000.
I don't know if a lot of people are aware of the fine, and so I think that probably wouldn't play into their reasoning and whether or not they would storm.
I understand the money issue, but if you look at what we've done for this season and all the renovations that we're doing, we can afford $250,000.
UK fans have waited a long time for a win over Florida.
28 years of not winning, it's going to be hard for them to stay off the field. To me, it really will be.
While university leaders declined to go on camera, they did say that they have a safety plan in place and that they are prepared for whatever happens inside Commonwealth. In Lexington, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
So if fans storm the field tomorrow, it will be the 3rd time for the university. The Southeastern Conference has a tiered fine system where the 3rd time costs the school, as Kristen said there, $250,000.